I'm here to be an all-time great.
You're now rocking with the best.
Purple yellow, purple yellow, purple yellow, purple yellow.
The Lakers repeat back-to-back titles.
Welcome to the Bigbabyjonathan Sports Podcast.
Oh, he's smoking hot.
The latest Laker news.
Another great Showtime feed.
The greatest Lakers show.
This is going to be legendary for a long time.
This is the Bigbabyjonathan Sports Podcast.
Lakers all day.
Go Lakers!
All right, ready? What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Bigbabyjonathan here. Welcome to the latest edition of the Bigbabyjonathan Sports Podcast. And on live on Zoom, I got Jonathan Mathis from Sports Chronicle. How's it going, man?
What up, Big Baby John? It's always fun to hop on, man. It's always fun.
Yeah, man, it is, man. So in today's show, we're going to talk about the Last Dance documentary, the last two episodes, and Lakers. The Lakers are potentially returning to practice this Saturday. So let's first talk about the Last Dance. So what is your thoughts about last night's dance documentary? Give us your thoughts, Jonathan. I want to hear your thoughts about it.
Well, you know what I really liked about yesterday's episode was that it talked more about why he decided to play baseball. And I already knew why he decided to play baseball. I think Michael Jordan, more than anything, needed a break from basketball. Mm-hmm. You know, he needed to clear his mind a bit after losing his father, something that was, you know, traumatic in his life. Losing a dad from experience, I can tell you, is very tough. I lost my dad at age 11. So I could, you know, empathize with Jordan. I know what any man would go through losing their father, especially if you was close to your dad like Michael Jordan was. So I think he needed to step away from basketball a bit. Even though there was constant questions about whether or not he would come out of retirement, and we saw that he did. You know, he was constantly bombarded with questions about whether or not would he ever play in the NBA again, and he came back. He made a comeback. 96 was an emotional year for him after the Bulls knocked off the Supersonics to win another championship. And, you know, I really liked that episode because it talked more about the relationship that he had with his dad. It talked more about the tragedy that occurred in his life. And, you know, it shows you that we're all human.
Yep. I agree,
Things
man.
happen to all of us in life. You know, it's not only our idols, it's not only NBA legends, it's everybody. And so many people could relate to Michael Jordan who might have been close to their fathers and lost their dads as well. So I really enjoyed last night's episode, and I enjoyed the previous ones as well. You know, it's been a good documentary. It's well put together. It's really organized. It has a lot of content. I think it's very informative. I think they went all in on it, and it, you know, provides great detail.
Yeah, for me, man, overall, the documentary is good. Love it. Love, like, just them giving us in-depth to Michael Jordan and his career and all that. But I realized I'm glad Michael Jordan gave Sky Pippen a shout-out, you know? Give him a shout-out like that. And also, what hit home, or like made me tear up, was his father passing and stuff. It's like, dang, you know? And maybe I feel like Michael Jordan retired to go feel his dream with his dad, you know? Play baseball. You know, Michael Jordan was great at baseball, you know? Certain people say Michael Jordan can't hit the T-ball. It's like, come on, man. A lot of people hate on Michael Jordan. You know, people need to stop doing that and watch greatness. Because I never watched him at all. I was born in 1993. I was a Kobe fan. Started watching Lakers around when they played Indiana in the playoffs. But I know about Michael Jordan's greatness. You know, I can't hate on it. But if you see Michael Jordan and you look at Kobe, they're basically the same player. Like, if you really dissect, you know, Kobe Bryant called the Lakers soft as Charmin, and then you see Steve Kerr and Michael Jordan get that. They're just basically the same person, basketball-wise. But outside, I feel like Kobe was more still wanted to win. Michael Jordan has this. Here's the thing: people are like, "Oh, Michael Jordan's the greatest." He is, but as an owner or as a GM, is he a GM or owner on Charlotte? I think he's the owner, right?
He's the owner.
Yeah, he's
yes.
the owner. He's not a good owner. He doesn't. That Charlotte team is not good. I feel like if he's out of there, I think Charlotte would do better. But maybe he should do something else. Maybe like a trainer for like the Charlotte Hornets or something. You know, that'd be cool. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe get the players over there, talented, develop them. You know, because I know Michael Jordan's competitive as hell. You know, I remember he if I was his name, but I remember him smacking. Forgot his name, but I remember him smacking somebody in the head. It was a Charlotte, and somebody playing. I remember him on the sidelines with the player and like smacked him inside the head.
Oh yeah.
His name was Malik Monk. Malik Monk.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Malik Monk. I wrote it down,
dude
but
from Kentucky.
Yeah.
Dude came out of Kentucky.
Yeah, Malik Monk.
Well, you know, that's the thing that both Michael Jordan and Kobe had in common.
Mm-hmm.
They hated to lose.
Yep, I totally agree.
And they both were fierce competitors.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't care about hurting your feelings. They would get in your face. If they felt that you weren't playing hard enough and you weren't giving it 110%, they would get on your rear end. And It wouldn't be pleasant for any player who didn't accept criticism.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you played with those guys, you had to accept criticism. And you had to man up, and you had to take what was coming to you. And, you know, you hear the story about Michael Jordan punching Steve Kerr in the face. And Steve Kerr even said that made him a better player. That made him go out and compete harder, you know. And like he said, he didn't have any hard feelings. He took it like a man, and it basically toughened him up. It's like a big brother toughening up a little brother.
Yep, just like Kobe toughened Powell up in 2000 when we lost in 2008. I still never watched 2008 finals after we got blown out. I still don't rewind it or anything. I just don't even look it up on YouTube at all. But after that finals, Powell got toughened up by Kobe. He got bullied by Kevin Garnett, Kendrick Perkins, Leon Poe. The last two championships, 2009, 2010, Powell toughened up, more physical in the post, you know. And Kobe and Lamar Odom had, I don't know, Kobe in general, man. He don't play that. I have to say, he don't play that shit. You know what I mean? He don't play that. Oh, we lost by 40. Let's go get something to eat. Let's go do some TikToks. You just lost by 40. You're going to go party? Hell no. Get your ass in the gym. We're going to watch film and go to work. You know, a lot of players in today's NBA are buddy, or let's make some TikToks together. You know, it's like, come on, man. I don't like the generation.
Let's go hang out at the bar, get a few drinks.
Yeah.
They want to team up with each other and form these dream teams and super teams or whatever you want to call them. And you know, that kind of takes away from the competitive nature of the game.
Yep.
Something that I was used to seeing growing up in the 90s. You know, you had competitors on both ends of the floor. You had a lot of parity in the league. You know, nowadays, like you said, you have players who want to be best friends off the court. And I think that's why Isaiah Thomas wasn't liked by the masses. I think that's why Magic Johnson wasn't liked by Boston fans. I think that's why Kobe was hated by millions of people out there, and he had his naysayers and those who doubted him. It's because they were competitors. They weren't out there to be your friend. You know, basketball was priority, not the lifestyle that came with basketball, not going out partying all the time, not being, you know, in a popularity contest. It wasn't about that. At the end of the day, it was about winning championships.
Yep, just like behind me, right there.
Right. Today, because there's so much money involved in the business, it's not about championships anymore, I feel like. I feel like a lot of these players are just in it for the show, for the fame, you know, for the popularity, and for the money, you know, and it's just not the same. The game is just not as physical as it used to be. You know, players are soft today.
Thank you. Yes.
They're lackadaisical, and nobody plays defense anymore. That's why any player could average 70 points in a ball game.
Yep.
Or they could put up 50 points in a ball game. When Michael Jordan was doing it, it was a different era. It was contrasting rules. I mean, you know, the game was more physical. You can't really compare eras. That's where people make their mistake. They often compare eras, and we can't do that. You just can't do that because every player is unique in their own way, and each player comes up in a different era. Now, is LeBron James the best player in his generation? Sure. But Kobe was the best player in his generation. Yep. And then before that era, you had Michael Jordan, who was the best in his generation. Yeah. You want to go back, then you had Magic Johnson, and you keep going on, you had Julius Erving. So it's always a player who's going to take over the league in each generation. That's just how it works.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just like when LeBron retires and maybe Kevin Durant, Giannis Antetokounmpo, these guys, Stephen Curry will be up there, but he won't take over. But you got guys like Devin Booker might come up. You know, he has that Kobe mentality, man. I feel like if he's on a different team, let's say the Knicks, the Lakers, maybe even Sacramento, because Sacramento needs to get back in the relevancy. You know, maybe he needs to get away from Phoenix. You know, I just feel like Devin Booker has that Kobe Bryant mentality, man. He has that Kobe Bryant mentality. He doesn't buddy. But speaking of buddy, man, the person that I feel like needs to stop with this dancing around Kyle Kuzma, man, you're a great player. You need to stop TikToking. You need to get I know you do workouts and play basketball, but sometimes you don't take the game seriously. That's what I see. You know, that's how I see it. Because maybe we're just old school mentality, man. You know, Kobe don't play that. Kobe don't play that. Jordan don't play that. You know, like let's say if Jordan and Kobe were in this era, oh my God, 30, 40 points a night. You know, it would be unstoppable, you know, and everybody's like, oh, this era is more physical. People I talk to, I'm like, no, it's not 90s.
No, it's not.
Michael Jordan had to go through Larry Bird, T-shirt, Bad Boys Pistons, and the Knicks and the Hornets back then. He had it rough. Us, like everybody's talking about LeBron had it easier. He did in the East. The East was trash, you know. And then everybody's like, oh, when he goes to the West, it's going to be hard. He went to the West first year, got injured, came back, we're 49-14. And it's just crazy how that LeBron gets hated on so much because I'm going to keep it real. I used to hate LeBron, but he's a Laker. We got to embrace him. We got to embrace him. And let me ask you this. Let me throw you a curveball. This is your opinion. If we don't win any championships with LeBron, would that impact his legacy in your opinion?
Well, this year, it's not his fault because of this pandemic. So I feel like that would be unjust to say. Because this is the year that the Lakers were en route to win a championship.
Yep. You
look at the record that they have, 49-14. They were dominating. They had got hot at the right time. I felt like they finally have found their rhythm. And then the NBA gets canceled. You know, so it kind of you know, looks bad on the Lakers, but it's not their fault at all. That it happened, you know. And the year before last, it was just the team was just, you know, in so much dysfunction. You know, there was just a lot of chaos around the organization. You know, you had issues in the front office. You know, you had a guy who couldn't, you know, get the team over the hump. I'm talking about Luke Walton, you know. And so it was just a lot going on. And, you know, people wanted to place the blame on LeBron, me being one of them. You know, I said that he was destroying team chemistry. Obviously, I was wrong. I think he needed help. I think he saw that. So I think he wasn't being as aggressive on his body. You got to remember, he suffered an injury. And he wasn't going to play hard because he wasn't going to do it alone. He needed help. And the Lakers got him help. They brought Anthony Davis over. So, no, I don't think it'll be that much of an impact to his legacy. I think, would it affect his legacy a bit? Maybe, if he doesn't win a championship in L.A. I wrote a column that, you know, his legacy will either it lives or die in L.A. You remember that column that I wrote?
Yeah.
You know, so I think he does have to win at least one championship. You know, at least one.
For me, man, I feel like if he doesn't win, Laker fans are going to hold that over for him. But for me, I'll just be like, no, we didn't get it done. There's a failed experience. Let's go get somebody. Let's keep 80. Let's go get Giannis Antetokounmpo. Let's try something else, but we got to win it. If the season does come back, hopefully it does. We have to win it because Golden State is reloading. They have potentially that number one pick. Clay, Draymond, they can use that pick, trade it for another person. You know, maybe even a Karl Anthony Towns. You never know. So I feel like the Lakers
And
need.
I might add this.
Yeah.
The Sacramento Kings, people are not talking about them much right now, but I think De'Aaron Fox and Buddy Hield
And
are
Bradley.
going to be a great backcourt tandem
Yeah.
in the future. Don't look past them because I think, you know, give them a few more years to develop. I think they're going to be something to watch. And, you know, I think there's a number of teams in the West that's going to get good. You got Luka in Dallas.
Yes.
You know, the Houston Rockets are going to be there, but I think the Lakers can overpower them for the simple fact that Houston doesn't really play defense well.
Nobody
And another
does.
team, but they really don't.
Yeah.
They're all offense.
Yeah.
You look at James Harden and you look at Russell Westbrook, those guys just like to jack up a ton of shots. And then you have the Denver Nuggets, who a lot of people don't really talk about. And that's probably because they're a small market team in a city like Denver, Colorado. But you got Jamal Murray. You got guys on that team that could ball. And don't forget the fact that they have a really good coach in Mike Malone, who has really done a tremendous job since he's gotten there, coaching that team, helping those players develop and, you know, helping those players polish their games. So it's amazing what we're seeing in the Western Conference. So I think the Lakers are going to have to get stronger with their bench. I think their bench has got to get a little stronger. They already have the superstar talent with LeBron James. But here's a question I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
Do we resign Anthony Davis?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. You know, why wouldn't he want to resign with the Lakers? I know there's speculation about him in Chicago. You know, if he leaves Lakers for Chicago, I'm going to be like, okay, he wants to be around his own team. He wants to be home. But if you leave LeBron, leave this Lakers legacy, I will lose respect for you. Anthony Davis, if you're watching this, if you leave Lakers, which you probably won't, but if you do, I'll lose a little bit of respect for you, man. You can't leave us high and dry like that. I know a lot of haters are going to say, oh, that's what the consequences were for getting up Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart. Speaking of them, they're talented. They're playing at the highest level. The Pelicans are going to be talented next year. But if AD leaves, we can't. I'm going to be like, you know what? You weren't a Laker anyway. Let's go. I'm ready. I want to get somebody that wants to be a Laker, not just stay here for a couple months and bounce. I don't want to do that again with Dwight Howard again. Hell no.
I think he's committed to this team. I think he realizes how much loyalty they've shown him since he's gotten here. I think he likes being in Southern California. I think he also likes the fact now that he could actually contend for a championship, something he couldn't do in New Orleans. It's totally different. Somebody the other day brought up Dwight Howard and said to me that Dwight Howard left LA the first time around. He left in free agency, and I said, well, that's because Kobe Bryant didn't get along with him. Dwight Howard didn't like Kobe. He was never committed to playing here, and people forgot that his preferred destination was to play in Brooklyn. It was never to join the Lakers. He never had the intent of becoming a Laker. And I think the pressure kind of got to him, being a Laker. You know, you having to play in the footsteps of so many dominant centers that came before you, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Wilt Chamberlain, Shaquille O'Neal, you name it. The list goes on. You know, so I think the pressure kind of ramped up a bit. And, you know, he said, you know what, I can't handle it here. Hey, the weather's nice. The scenery here is beautiful, but I gotta go. I gotta take my talents to Houston now and join James Harden. How did that work out? He ended up back with the Lakers later on in his career.
But that's the thing, though.
I think it's different for Anthony Davis. I think it's totally different for Anthony Davis. I think he likes it here. I think he wants to be a Laker. He even said months ago, wherever team he gets traded to, he plans on signing long term.
Yeah, I remember that too. I remember he was going to like opt out and like re-sign because if he gets a contract now, it's a little bit for less, but he can get that super max. But here's the thing about Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard has to go through all that stuff. He went through different teams, and I feel like he realized he made a mistake by leaving the Lakers the first time. And he went through all that stuff, and now he's more sometimes he'll joke around, but you don't see that like, oh, dancing like he used to. He's more in focus. He's more engaged on defensive end, offensive end. He has mindset's changed. That's what I feel from Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard's talented. You know, I want him to come back. If he does come back, cool. Maybe we can let JaVale McGee go, let Dwight start, maybe we can get Cousins back, and let's get this team going. Because if the Lakers win the championship again, and we re-sign Dwight, we re-sign Boogie, AD, our front line's going to be scary.
Oh, yes. It's going to be terrorizing in that front court for many teams that face the Lakers. Yeah, that would be nice to see, actually. But I like what Dwight Howard has done since rejoining the Lakers. Man, you talk about a ferocious beast. Wow. He looked – when he joined the Lakers this time around, he looked like that dominant center that we saw in Orlando.
Yep. I totally agree.
In the early phase of his NBA career.
But that's the thing, though, like that Cousin injury happened and we got Dwight Howard. I don't know if he would have been a Laker if that injury didn't happen. So I think
there's a possibility, yes. He probably wouldn't.
Everything else for a reason, because I know the Clippers were talking to him. The Clippers, and then I think Utah, I believe. I got to go look back, but I remember then those were the two teams. But everything else for a reason, man. But that sucks that Cousin got injured. You know, hopefully re-sign him, and we do need a point guard. So I think we should try to get Derrick Rose next year. You know, everybody's like, oh, Derrick Rose won't work. Yeah, well, Frank Vogel's a great coach. He will put him in the spots. Yeah. You know, everybody doesn't give Frank Vogel a lot of credit, because I remember once we forgot Frank Vogel, Stephen A. Smith said it's not going to work. He's going to be out of there in 2 years. Jason Kidd's job. We're 49-14, and know what you say, Stephen A. Smith? You're giving him praise now. A lot of the media was giving the Lakers a lot of disrespectful stuff. I stick through thick and thin with this organization. I was very positive with Jeannie Buss, the front office, just preaching positivity, man. And I let Rob Pelinka go through his growing pains with Magic Johnson and stuff. Them two had their issues. We learned from it. And now look at us. You notice that we're not in the sports. We're still in the media, but when there's no stories out about us. You know how last year with Magic and stuff, there's always something every other day with quiet. You know why? Because I feel like the Lakers and the owners and stuff are like, okay, let's keep everything in-house. Don't leak anything. If we need to figure something out, we'll do it behind the scenes, no cameras, no nothing. And that's good as an organization. I feel like the Spurs, you never really see Spurs, but you have with the Kawhi Leonard situation. That was kind of weird. Them being in the news and the media every time, that's weird. Spurs are not normally like that. So the Lakers probably, okay, we're going to stay out of the media this year. And they have stayed out of it. No drama, no nothing. You know, it's crazy how winning solves everything, man.
They kept it all together, too. But it baffles me. It baffles me that people said what they said about Frank Vogel. They basically doubted him. And if you look at his track record, if you do your research, you'll see that he led the Indiana Pacers, if I'm correct, to two consecutive conference finals in the East. You know, that's not a bad coach.
No,
the only reason he fell miserably in Orlando, Florida, is because he didn't have the talent to coach.
Thank you. I would tell my friend that yesterday about the same thing.
You could put Phil Jackson on that team, and Phil Jackson's gonna fail.
Yep, because you have to have star talent. You know, like the Orlando's
star talent.
Yep, Orlando. I don't know. They may get the number one pick and get the Ball brother. You never know. But anyway,
considering what he did in Indiana, it was amazing because he didn't even have really superstar talent on that team.
No,
he had basically role players.
He had Roy Hibbert, David West, Lance Stevenson, George Hill.
Those were all basically role players.
What's number 50? Tyler Hansborough.
Yep.
Because they gave Miami a run for the money because I thought they were going to win the series once. But I feel like when Paul George dunked on Chris Anderson, okay, the series has changed. Indiana got, but LeBron made the game-winning layup with the left hand. Take Paul George out. So it's Frank Vogel's talented. We got a great coaching staff: Lionel Hollins, Jason Kidd, Phil Haney, the assistant coach. It's just this Laker team is championship ready, and
they're all defensive-minded coaches.
Yep, and AD's holding LeBron. So this team is talented, and I was talking to Clipper Darryl about the Lakers and Clippers. He thinks that the Lakers can't match up with the Clippers. I think we can because we got size. Who's going to guard AD in the post on the Clippers? Montrezl Harrell? No.
Of course he will say that.
Montrezl Harrell? No. Vicha Zubac? No. JaMychal Green? No. When we play them, you know who's a liability on defense? Lou Williams, because LeBron would – or not Patrick Beverly. Avery Bradley comes at a screen, then Lou Williams will have to come over, and then LeBron will go right by, and then they'll throw it to the corner. Danny Green, boom. So it's just crazy how we can beat the Clippers. The first 2 games, we didn't execute well. And I said that. We didn't execute well. We'll get it once we beat them. As soon as we beat them, it's 2-1. I just want to play the Clippers fully healthy in the playoff series, 7-game series, and when we win, nobody can say anything.
Clipper Darrell is just showing his bias there, man. I don't think in a 7-game series the Lakers could beat them. I mean, it'll be a close, hard-fought series, no doubt about it, because you can't overlook what the Clippers got over there.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah,
they
I understand.
They have superstar talent with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George.
Yeah.
And when they're fully healthy, they're good.
Yeah, we just beat
when they're fully healthy.
We just beat them when they were fully healthy before all this.
We just beat them.
Yep.
Yes, we did. So the Lakers made a loud statement with that victory. And then before that, they beat the Milwaukee Bucks. And
you know what they said? The media doesn't count. It's not regular season. But when we lost to them early in the year, the Lakers are a dysfunctional team. When we lose, I just feel like when we win, it's an excuse. But when we lose, it doesn't they just get bashed on so much. And that's why I want to win this championship so bad, because I have a lot of things going to come out. Like, you're going to see a video. You're going to see a video on YouTube when the Lakers win the championship.
They hate us because they can't beat us.
Yeah. I've seen that movie. I forgot what that movie was when he said that. But I know what you're talking about. But overall, it's just crazy. But people listening on the podcast, I got Jonathan Mathis on from Sports Chronicle. We're talking about the documentary, The Last Dance and Lakers. So overall, if the season does come back, how do you want the playoff format? 1 through 8, or just like regular back to college playoffs?
I would think it would have to go straight to the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry for the teams that got robbed that might have had a chance to get that 8 seed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, life's unfair. You can't make everyone happy all the time, And, your argument could be, well, maybe you guys should have started off hot to begin the season and you wouldn't be in that predicament. But I think you start with the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
You keep it 1 through 8.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how the playoffs is. You already have people saying, like Shaq, he came out and said it would be an asterisk.
Asterisk, yeah, I saw that. It's like, come on, why are you gonna say that? It's like,
yeah, why would you say that? I mean, you didn't. I mean, we didn't hear that when the Spurs won in 1999 when they had a short season.
Yeah, yeah.
No one said anything about that.
Maybe Shaq's just old school and has to they just gotta win it through the regular season playoffs. But if we win it. And we got the rings, because if we win a championship, I'm going to get a replica ring. I'm going to get a replica ring and a replica trophy. And we deserve it. We deserve it. 17 right here.
We do. I think why the NBA is not coming back as of right now.
Yeah.
And it could change any day now.
Yep.
But why they are not coming back is because of this pandemic.
Yeah.
But it's mainly because they don't have enough tests for all of the NBA players. They don't necessarily care about playing in an empty arena.
No, they don't.
They don't really care about that. They even talked about the site possibly being Disney World, which I'm okay with. Because you keep the players confined in one sports complex, basically, because, Orlando has that Disney World sports complex.
Oh, yeah.
And then you'll basically just have the players going back and forth from the team hotel, where they'll all be staying in the same hotel, and then you'll have their temperature check as they leave and as they come in, or I guess as they come in. I think it'll make more sense to have them have their temperatures checked as they enter the building, and then you make them change their clothes, that kind of thing, and get into their sports attire. It'll make life a lot easier if they did it like that. I think that's how they're planning on doing it. Hand sanitizing stations, spacing out the weight room if they have to. They might even have to give the person who's inbounding the basketball a glove.
If it needs to happen, let's run it. But I have my bus picking me up tomorrow, and afterward, they called me and said, "Oh, if you're picking you up tomorrow, 11:30, you gotta wear a mask." And I'm wearing this one tomorrow.
Nice. There you go.
Yeah. So it's weird. Like, I have to wear gloves and I carry hand sanitizer. It's just weird, And I'm gonna keep it real. Like, ever since Kobe passed, the stuff's soon as boom.
Yeah. the world has taken a major hit.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was a hard hit too, because now this is the new normal, you know, and it might come down to where players might have to wear a mask while they're playing basketball.
That's the thing, though.
Have you seen some of the memes where they got them in the contaminating suits?
No, I didn't see that.
They said when the NBA playoffs return, they showed the picture of LeBron in a contaminating suit
Hey,
and the white linen.
Dang, that's crazy. But yeah, overall, if we need to do that, let's get it done. I'm old school basketball is cool, 90s, 2000s, but I want to see basketball back. And baseball, did you see that news about them coming back in July?
Yeah, they're aiming for a possible start date July 4th.
Hey, perfect timing. You know, that's when my brother's gonna come. That's when my brother's gonna come down. He says he's gonna come out in July.
So if you're quarantined, like we probably will be, then you could put some meat on the grill in your backyard.
Drink a beer.
And watch some baseball. And have a nice cold beer. There you go. Problem solved.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I'm excited by NFL too, but for us as a Charger fan, we're used to it with no fans, so I'll be okay with it. Hey, but I am though, because man,
the Rams are used to opposing teams' fans showing up more than they are their own fans too.
Yeah, but it's overall, man. We'll see what happens. But I want to thank you, Jonathan Mathis, for being on here. So go ahead and give out your social media so they can follow you. I'm gonna put all the links in the description. So go ahead and give out your social media.
I sure will. Okay, everyone, you guys can follow me on Twitter. I'm not there much, so I don't think you will want to follow me there, but I'll give it to you anyway. SportsJudge85 on Twitter. That's my Twitter handle. And you can also follow me on Instagram, which will probably be a better place, and it's the same, SportsJudge85. And you can follow me on Facebook, where I'm mostly active. Follow my fan page. You guys should follow the SoCal Chronicle fan page. And Bigbabyjonathan posted stuff there too. So you guys are more than welcome to, click the like button, give it a thumbs up, and say hi to me. Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
All right, man. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll have this out in a little bit, man. Take care.
All right.